Guys, The Flash is not well on the legs in theaters, right? The film debuted weekly. It plummeted at the box office in the second week. It was the biggest drop that a DC film has faced since the 90s. Total flop. But this video is not to talk about The Flash in theaters. The character is running a lot downhill fast in the theaters, but in the comics he's running even faster. At absurd levels. What you're going to see in this video here is Wally West running like no sprinter has run before. You have never seen what you are going to see here now. Forget all the stories you've ever read. Forget Goyas Miller. Forget the Arrowverse Flash here. It was just insane. Wally West broke the barrier of the impossible, and you will understand that now The Flash in the comics is a legacy story, right? By the way, because the first one was Jerry, right? The Flash, with that pot, that frying pan on his head, was the first Flash. Then came Barry Allen, the Flash of the Silver Age. Then he died in Crisis on Infinite Earths, and Wally West became the new Flash. So it's always a legacy, the passing of the baton. So, depending on the series, depending on the magazine, you've already seen Wally West using that name. After Barry Allen came back from the dead, Wally West was kind of sidelined in DC magazines. They made some preserves with a guy who, cool, right? That was a lot of nonsense there. They painted and embroidered with Wally West. Only now he's back and he's faster than ever, literally. He's faster than any Flash has ever been. Open your eye. If you blink, you won't even see it. For sure. Come with me now? So subscribe to the channel if you like moments from comics to add energy knowledge to us. To go to the cinema already sending it to hell, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your subscription. Let's go. But XL, what did the Flash do? He ran in circles, caught up with his back, caught the shadow. He was faster than the reflection in the mirror, but that was about it. There's no point in being in a hurry. You're in too much of a hurry. It's the Flash who's in a hurry, right? I'll explain it all to you. Calmly. I'm the reverse Flash, but not Wally. I'm the guy who walks backwards. So what's going on in Flash magazine? The villain, Granny Goodness, has kidnapped Wally West's newborn son. The little boy was born. The crazy old woman took him away. It happened. Then Wally West's blood boiled, right? We have to understand that the Flash already had two children, the twins Jay and Ayers West. These two children were wiped from history, erased from existence during the Flashpoint events. 10 years of the DC season line was completely shuffled around, and then it was like the twins were like never born, like really paid for them in existence. Their memory has been erased. That is, it's really like no one ever remembers him anymore. They were really erased. Wally West's wife forgot about the kids, forgot about their marriage. Wally himself got lost inside the Speed Force. It was a trauma for the Flash. He didn't forget his children. Even in the force of acceleration, he remembered. It was like Wanda Maximoff with her kids. So imagine what Wally West went through, right? So it was comic book years until Wally West undone it. The twins had been sucked into the dark multiverse. Then Wally ate the devil's bread to bring the whole family together, kind of similar to what Wanda did in the multiverse of madness. Well, now that everything was fine, now that the new child was born, this crazy old woman kidnapping a baby, what the fuck is that? Granny Goodness can't. Wally West got mad. The thing that Granny Goodness is one of the most sinister servants of the dark side. The evil grandma was Bozo's. Granny Goodness is from the dark side. Goodness has nothing. She trains the apocalyptic warriors. Her name really is the irony, right? Damn, there's nothing good about it. Granny Goodness kidnaps young girls. She brainwashes. It takes away all the purity these children had in their hearts. So, Wally knew exactly what the villain was up to with his son. Will he be quiet? Will he be still? Will he be slow? It cannot. Wally West gathered a group of heroes and went to Granny Goodness's fortress to rescue West's son. At that moment, exactly at that moment, Granny Goodness was no longer working for Darkseid. The old woman declared her independence and is assembling the army of children just for her. Granny Goodness also got artifact known as the Mind of Eternity. What is this XL? It's a gem that allows her to alter reality. Little thing, right? So guys, think of Soul Stone fused with Time Stone. It's on that level. Then with that stuff, Granny Goodness built the so-called Fortress of Eternity. That is, it pays off. It has a Soul Stone and a Time Stone and an artifact. Only, it's very powerful. It's complicated to fight a Granny Goodness like that, right? Alright, XL. What did Flash do? You're not rushing. Yeah. You guys are so damn hasty. Impressive, huh? What I want you to understand is the following, is that the Flash is at his mental limit. It's at its maximum. Think of a point where you got angry when that little friend of yours made fun of you in high school. Or when I say that Batman beats Goku, you will want to kill me. There's a child involved, and Flash already has a trauma with this whole thing. He chases Granny Goodness through the fortress and even screams, "No, not my son. Never again, never again." That's when Granny Goodness uses the gem's power and creates the Hall of Eternity. It's an infinite corridor. The Flash is at one end, Granny Butt is at the other end. No matter how much Flash runs, it will never reach because the corridor is infinite. Did you understand? Did it go bad? Yes, it went bad for Granny Goodness. Wally West reached his limit, reached and passed. He accelerates like he never accelerated in his life. It accelerates like no Flash has ever accelerated. Forget all the math calculations you did there on that island of his saving a lot of people. I don't know how many trillions of the speed of light he traveled. It moves faster than infinity. Granny Goodness just sees the freak coming. The old Regala too. What isn't possible? Yes, it's possible. The Flash crosses the hallway of eternity and punches Granny Goodness in the face. What Flash did was run infinity. XL, but it is impossible. I do not want to know. It's a comic book. He toured. Fuck, now you turn around. Guys, it's awesome. Granny Goodness leak. There's no more kindness to her. There's no way to compete. She promised revenge, but that's it. It lost. Wally West takes his son in his arms and goes home. So the message is given. Flash movie may have left something to be desired, but the character is eternal. The character is more than eternal. There will always be epic moments in the comics, and we will be waiting to see it in the movies. Hello, James Gunn wants to hug us. Imagine a feat like that. Now I'm going to ask a question for people who are Flash fans. At what point did you start to like the character? Was it in a league drawing? Was it in the 90s series? Was it in the comics? Or have you just arrived with Airverse? Write in the comments. So subscribe now for more videos of this kind, leave your like, and activate the notification bell.